Hello, my name is Tony Berard, uh, and this is another video I'm making about one of my board games. I've invented quite a few of them. This particular video will be about fighting checkers. And so I actually have the game as it's shipped by the Game Crafter. The Game Crafter is thegamecrafter.com. Crafter is spelled C-A-C. Let's try that again. C-R-A-F-T-E-R. So thegamecrafter.com. And when you go there, you can type in fighting checkers, and you should be able to find me in the search box. All right. What you get is this box here. At the top, it shows Fighting Checkers, an upgrade to checkers and international droughts, invented by Tony Berard. That's the guy holding the camera here. All right, this is the board. Observe it goes A through J, because it's a 10 by 10 board, and 1 through 10 for the ranks. So these are files. Files are vertical. So that's the A file, the B file, the C file, and so on to the J file. And these are the ranks. This is the first rank, and this is from White's perspective. When Black views the board, this is rank 10. Black will be sitting here, White will be sitting here. Well, White will be sitting here. Black will be sitting here. Gotta make sure the camera follows my hand. All right, and so we have 10 ranks and 10 files. All right, so we open the box. I put the board on the outside of the box, but also you get a board on the inside. So this will give me a chance to show off the game here. All right, so what you get in the box is you get this board, and it's two-sided. And observe that it's got the files and the ranks listed. And the board is 10 by 10. So people will play on this board. And these squares are not very big. Like, look at my fingertip, you know. So these are pretty small squares. On the Game Crafter site, this board is called the Big Mat. So I showed people that, and they're like, well, what's the little mat? Which they do have some pretty small ones. All right, you get these pieces, and they were celebrating their 10-year anniversary, so they gave me a coupon. It's a $5 coupon. I'm going to use this to order my deck of cards. My deck of cards is it's going to be called the Colors RSP, rock, scissors, paper, and it's going to have the colors of the color wheel in it. But that's a video for another day. All right. So here's a checker. Observe I used cubes. In Go 12 I used cubes. So we get white cubes and black cubes. There's normal checker pieces, and if you get one to the end of the board, the rank 10 for white and rank 1 for black, then you get a star piece. A star piece is a king. Instead of crowning it, because it'd be awkward to put a stack of 2, like so, although with the same color, that's not very cool. And we like to be cool. Stars are cool, so this is what your piece will be when you get a king. It's a star. Alright, so here's a checker piece. A checker piece can go forward the three directions, diagonally forward or vertically forward. Normal checker pieces don't go vertically forward, but fighting checker pieces go vertically forward. And so you can go one space vertically forward or diagonally forward, not horizontally. You can't go horizontally. Or you can do what's called a vacant hop. So you can go basically 2 spaces in those same 3 directions. That's called a vacant hop. The other feature that this checker can do is what's called a multi-jump. And so you say you have some pieces here. Alright, say we got this. So black can do a multi-jump. Forward, forward, and then because black landed on the farthest rank, black would promote to a star piece, and then these 3 pieces jumped over would be gone. So that would be what's called a multi-jump. Now let's show some other possibilities here. Now, multi-jumps, you can jump your own pieces as well as your opponent's pieces. So here's a black cube, and let's say there's a white cube. So in this move, black can jump over his cube and then continue to jump and remove this piece. So black can do that. That's a valid multi-jump. And if there were one more to jump, let's say we had this. So black could jump his piece. When you jump your own piece, it stays on the board. You don't capture your own pieces. But when you jump an opposing piece, you are allowed to let go of the piece, capture the opposing piece, re-grab the piece, and continue with the multi-jump. And now because the multi-jump caused the player to land on the farthest rank, you would immediately promote that to a crown or a king. So that would be the finish of that turn. Okay, so that's multi-jumps. You can jump your own pieces or your opposing pieces. You do not capture your own pieces. And it's in the same 3 directions. If you do a vacant hop, let's say we have this. If you do a vacant hop, you can't do a multi-jump. Okay? The vacant hop ends the turn right there. So, vacant hop, and it stops. So that would be a bad move because then white could jump black and that would be just a loss. So we try to make good moves. Alright. Now, the other... so there's some big novelties there with the movement, but there's another big deal. In international droughts, they use this board, but it's they'll either use the white pieces, the white squares, or the black squares. And so in international droughts, so you'd have a checker here, 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 which is 5 checkers, and then this row you'd have 5 checkers on the black. This row you'd have 5 checkers on the black. And on this row you'd have 5 checkers on the black. That's international droughts. And so there's 20 checkers. In fighting checkers, we use all of the squares. So basically you get 2 sets of armies. Well, actually I'm setting this up on white side, so let's move all these over. Can I pause this? Okay, I paused the video for a moment so I could set this up. So now I have a full setup of the 40 pieces of black and the 40 pieces of white. Observe there's 2 ranks that are empty, and I set 5 checker kings to be available in the box. Of course, with 40 pieces, it's possible to get more than 5 checker kings, but it's probably not too likely. Alright, so let's try to play a game here. Let's say, I wonder if I can, if I hold this up a little higher, there. All right, let's say white does this. Oh, there's one more rule. Under those rules, white on the first turn only gets to move one checker. After that, both sides on their turn, they must move one checker, and they have the option of moving a second checker. But it has to be a different checker than the first checker if they want to move a second checker. So that's the rules. So there's like an arrow of time. And so the object of the game is to either run your opponent out of moves or to capture all of your opponent's pieces. So it's total annihilation or total shutdown. That's the object of the game in fighting checkers, which is the same object in normal checkers. So, but the difference with this game is that the game is perfectly balanced. Checkers is unfair in that the player that moves first has an advantage. In this game, now that advantage is nullified because white only gets to move one checker to start. And after that, both players can move two. They must move one, but they can move two. All right, so let's say white does that. And if white does that, black can do a multi-jump and capture white's piece. So hop, hop. And then white can jump. So far the tally is one capture each. And then black can do another multi-jump. 1, 2, hop. And then white can do a multi-jump. 1, hop. So far, 2 and 2. Black has another multi-jump. Like so. White has another multi-jump. Like so. Does black have another multi-jump? Black does. 1, 2, 3. Does white have another multi-jump? Does not look like it. So so the tally is white lost 4 and black only lost 3. But black does have this one that's very vulnerable. Let's see, what can white do? Let's do this and this. There. Now, this checker is trapped of blacks. This checker is protected. Black can't hop over it. But white could I'm thinking, I don't know, in a later turn. I don't know. Right now this checker is trapped, so white might be able to get this later. For right now, I guess it's not in the cards. So, but anyway, this is the start of a game. And with 40 checkers and 39 checkers, is this going to be an advantage that will tell? I don't know. With multi-jumps, you know, there'll be a lot of possibilities that open up. How much time do I got? Not much. So let's start a second game. I want to say one other thing. This will be for the shutdown game, where you just run your opponent out of moves. All right, so let's say white does this, or no, not that. Let's say white does this. That prevents any jumping because 2 in a row cannot be hopped over. And the only direction to hop over this would be this way. It can't be hopped over this way, and it can't be hopped over this way. So this is a way to protect the side. Then, of course, black can do the same thing, and maybe over here too. So there's black's first full turn. Then let's say white does a multi-hop, and then one of these guys. And so you see what's going on here? And so neither side is wanting to give up any possibilities for jumping. So black might do that, and they'll say this. Oh, that was 2. Can't see through the camera. Alright, and then let's say white might do this 1, and then this 2. So there's a little bit of potential with the vacated spaces here. So the one who fills up gets up here more will have more room to, with single turns, to move their army up to close it off. So the idea is at the start, if you're going to do this close off, to rapidly get up here as quickly as you can without getting a jump to occur. If you get a jump to occur, that's going to open up more space, and then you'll be in a little bit of situation like the first thing. All right. So there's a couple of ideas for fighting checkers. So again, this game can be had on the Game Crafter. It's not published yet, but I did approve it, but I can't publish it yet until I put a few features in on the site, and I'm hoping to do that on Tuesday. So, but you can order it on the Game Crafter right now. I've made it available for purchase before it's totally set. And this is what you get in these Checker Kings. You get 5 of each, and 40 of these, 40 of these, and this board. And there's another board just like this one on the reverse side. Plus you got the board on the box cover. So that's fighting chess. I'm going to be making a lot of videos on it. So so stay tuned. Have a great day. This is Tony signing off.